Welcome to Electrified. It's your host, Dylan Loomis. Just to tie a quick bow on the ZEV credit segment from Tuesday, I was only approaching that from the United States market. It is true, Tesla can earn ZEV credits outside the US market in both China and Europe, but the percentage breakdown is unknown. So any number you see out there is just an estimate, and I've seen estimates as low as 40% of reg credits coming from the United States, and other estimates as high as 80%. And while I am expecting the reg credit revenue to slow down for Tesla starting as soon as the back half of this year, do not forget that Congressional Review Act is facing a lot of legal challenges, so nothing is a done deal yet. But let me be clear, the way the winds are blowing not just in the United States but in Europe as well, leads me to believe over the next 2 years plus we should be expecting less regulatory credit revenue for Tesla. Just like the US, the EU started off strong with a broader framework aiming for 100% zero emission new car sales by 2035, but there have been plenty of flexibilities introduced just this year. So now their standards are more forgiving, which reduces the likelihood and the scale of penalties for non-compliance. And the same cannot be said for China because if anything, their emission standards are tightening, not easing. But you have to factor in there are hundreds of other electric vehicles available for sale in the Chinese market as well, so it's by far the most competitive EV market in the world. AKA, not as many companies would need to rely on Tesla to buy credits from. I'm driving this point home because I want everybody to be prepared for Tesla's financials to potentially get worse before they get better given these regulatory changes. Less reg credit revenue, no EV tax credits, the investment tax credit of 30% for megapack purchases going away next year, among other things, and Tesla's profitability is likely to take a hit over the next 12 months. Because remember, unsupervised FSD is gonna take a while to become a profitable business line. And it's true, this may all be irrelevant for Tesla stock because this is all public info and the stock has held up pretty strong. And I've been of the camp traditional valuation metrics are mostly out the window in the AI era. We got some exciting robotaxi news as Elon said on X we're expanding to a larger service area in Austin this weekend. This was said 17 days after Tesla launched the service in Austin on June 22nd, so by the time they expand this weekend, we'll call that 3 weeks. I will be tracking these data points very closely. We can't derive too much from just one, but as we have 3, 4, 5 announcements about the expansion of the program, we will have a much better understanding of how fast this rollout is actually going to happen. Elon was asked when the Bay Area, to which he said waiting on regulatory approvals, but probably in a month or two. That timeline would put us somewhere between August 9th and September 9th. As far as we know, there's still only 11 or so robotaxis active in the fleet, but I would expect that number to increase this weekend. Tesla doesn't want to let wait times exceed 10 minutes, and depending on how big this expansion is, the only way to ensure that won't happen without reducing the number of people with access to the network is by expanding the vehicles in operation.